APIGIT provides the most intuitive open API spec editor on the market. To start editing your API spec, first navigate to the repository list and find the repository where you save your API specifications. Take this, for example. Right now, we're on the API repository page. On the left side of the page is a file tree that shows all the open API specs in this repository. You can click the edit icon to edit, or you can hover over an API spec and select Edit from the drop-down menu to start editing. Once you enter editing mode, you'll see a different editor interface. We have the form-based editor, code-based editor, diff editor, governance editor, and preview viewer. The form view is the visual editor for your open API spec. It can easily navigate you to any part of the API specification. You can easily edit the API spec without extensive knowledge of open API specifications. Take this, for example. You want to add a path with some methods. Let's add hello123. This is the new path. We'll add a tag for this path, and we'll also add two methods, a test get method and a test post method. Then click Save. Now we've added this path and the methods. You can navigate between methods and edit each method and path. For example, right now we want to edit the get method of this API path. You can do everything from here. Here we have the 200 response by default. You can also add new responses like an unauthorized response. Maybe you want to add a request body. For this example, we want to add a JSON body and JSON response object. We'll add some fields from here. There, we've added this path and the method. You can also add a new method from here. You can switch between methods for this path from here. This is the form-based API spec editor. It's very easy to use. You can find all the information about the Open API spec from here. Here we have schema definitions and parameters, request body definitions. Everything is here. It's very easy for you to do the editing. For users with advanced knowledge of Open API specs who want to edit the spec code directly, they can switch to the code view of the Open API spec. Then you can make any changes and edits directly from here. It has the same effect. Here we have the diff view. The diff view is very useful. You can switch to a diff view. You can use this view to review what's changed in the Open API spec. Take this, for example. We just added a path and two methods. You can navigate to this section and review all the changes to make sure everything looks good. Then you can commit later. Here we also have a governance view. In the governance view, you can validate this spec against rule sets. Here we have two rule sets, Open API Best Practices and OWASP, Top 10 Security. For enterprise plans, you can add your own rule sets or policies. All the rules and policies will be listed here. You can switch rule sets to validate your API spec to ensure they follow your enterprise organization's best practices. From the list of governance violations, you can click any entry, and it will navigate you directly to the line where the violation occurs. Then you can address or fix the issue directly from here. The last view mode is the preview of the Open API spec. Here you can preview the interactive documentation of your API spec. When you've made changes, reviewed the DF and checked for governance violations, and everything looks good, then you can commit the changes. Here's the commit message. You can change the message to whatever you want to save, then click Commit, and we'll commit the changes to the Git repository. After the commit, you can continue to make other changes to the Open API spec. You can also switch to another spec to continue editing. Once you finish all your editing, you can exit edit mode from here. APIGIT provides the best Open API editor on the market, designed to be incredibly user-friendly and dramatically boost your productivity. Thank you, and welcome to APIGIT.